the Gaijin recommend number 4, spring 2021. What we got?
We got Rocky 2. I mean, Megalobox 2.
Wait. No. It's like drunk, shit bomb, hobo, number whatever.
Yeah, right. Nomad. Megalobox 2 Nomad. All right. So I don't say Rocky 2 lightly because there is a little bit of Rocky 2 going on. I think Joe. So this is the sequel to Megalobox. Gearless Joe from the first one, which you do not need to see the first one to see this. I think you will get a lot more enjoyment out of it if you do. And the first series is definitely a recommend.
The first series was probably the best anime of that year.
I'd have to go look at the list of what came out that year, but
I can't think of
anything better. Yeah, I can't think of anything better either.
And normally when they do, like, it was a 40th, 50th anniversary project.
Yeah, for
those
Shizune Joe.
always suck. They almost always suck. They're always a disaster, and this one was a masterpiece.
Excellent. It was excellent.
Excellent.
And it was, it's only 12 episodes or whatever.
Yeah,
so
oh God, they got it done.
Check it out.
Good.
But even if you don't want to do that yet, you could get into Nomad. They give you enough of a little teaser of what happened at the end of Megalobox where you're going to know what's going on in this. And it's not that big a deal. So anyway, it's darker than Rocky 2. Maybe it's a Rocky 2 and Rocky 5. Let's not talk about Rocky 5. But Joe, the character from the first one, it's a number of years later. They don't specify. I'm reading online that it's 7, but they don't really say in the show.
They said 5 in the show.
I did that. Okay.
You weren't paying attention.
I didn't catch that. Apparently, I wasn't paying attention.
When he was talking to Ghost Bro, it was
So
it was like, oh, it's been 5 years.
So he's on the pills. He
went from like on top of the world at the end of the first one, and now he's like traveling, hobo, shit bomb.
He's a broken mess.
Like boxing for like beer money.
It makes some sense. Pills. It makes some sense with the way he was living his life pretty fast in the first one, and the crazy crap that he went through, and then to kind of come out on top. But then, what do you do with that?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, we've seen it in the real world 1,000 times.
It makes sense, both in a real world context and in a narrative context to go this way. And I don't know that it's going to stay down in the dumps. And I've never read the
classic
original.
Shonen though. Like, how do you knock a guy who's like the greatest down to where you could redo it for another season? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you either go that way or you go the Dragon Ball way, and every year there's a more powerful version, a more powerful boxer.
You either have to make the main character shittier, or like you have to make the villains way better. Either way.
Yeah, I mean, if they went the other way, eventually, Robo Mike Tyson, like Mecha Mike Tyson, would show up, and it just, while I would love to see that,
fucking amazing.
I don't know if that's exactly what they were going for. Actually, no, screw it. I want Mecha Mike Tyson.
Who doesn't, right?
But regardless, he's on pills. He's kind of a mess. He's doing, more underground boxing.
Yeah, it's like unlicensed.
And he's trying to have real fights, but, boxing promoters are dirty, shocking. And, he gets caught up in a fixed fight, and he knows it, and he really does not like that.
And he keeps talking to the ghost of, like, a guy who died in the first series.
Yeah, his trainer. And he's just, spoilers for the first one, sorry. But he's just a mess, and he's just trying to get his stuff back together. And you can see that's the way they're going, right? He's really trying to kick the pills. He's trying to bring himself back out of the rut he's in. So I think it's going to be interesting. I really think it's going to be an interesting season to see how that works.
If it's half as good as the first one, I'm still in.
Agreed. I hope they don't retread too much, too much of that underdog story.
It doesn't seem so.
I don't think so either. I think they're going to steal a little bit from Rocky 2 and maybe a little bit from Rocky Balboa. Because they're definitely stealing stuff from Rocky at this point.
Oh, definitely.
Where, someone's kind of down and out and a bit of a mess, but, can still challenge actual, big time boxers.
In the first episode, he can still fight. So, I mean,
Yeah. It's, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of like, we talked about Odd Taxi, that one has the chance to go south. This does, but considering the track record from the first season, I have faith. Considering how dark Ashita no Joe ends, I'm a little worried, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, right. Pretty depressing. So, we'll come back at the end, and if it sucks, we'll tell you. If it's good, we'll tell you.
Exactly. That's it.